So I just came back from Insomnia. It was my first time going, an amazing experience. I met so many of you there. I met a lot of YouTubers as well. YouTubers that I've made videos on. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Now I did want to make a video on that because there was so much to talk about, but something a lot more important has came to my attention. I think most people would agree with me in saying that safety and privacy is paramount. A lot of that can be found in your house, where you keep your belongings, where most YouTubers record all their videos. Now, what if I were to tell you that a YouTuber recently has had their house broken into and pretty much all their valuable belongings stolen from them? Creepsmukepasta is a creepypasta YouTuber reading spooky horror stories online. He went to Insomnia, same as I did, and while he was away, his house was broken into and all of his possessions robbed.
Hello, Creepsmukepasta here. Yeah, this weekend has been interesting. So, this weekend has been Insomnia, I-60. Big event in the NEC. Met loads of very fun people, did a lot of fun things. Have a lot of stories to take away. The first day went great. Second day went great. Yeah, in the early hours of the 16th, so just starting Easter, I come home and yeah, the gate to my house was unlocked. My window was pried open, and yeah, 5 years of work was gone.
They took his computer, they took his microphone, they pretty much took as many valuable electronics as they could get their hands on. And I think the worst thing is, a lot of this stuff had really sentimental value to him. For example, his PC had pictures of his 2-year-old nephew on there.
Yeah, well, the electricals in my house was taken. My friend's laptop, which sucks. His PlayStation 4, which, you know, again sucks. My old TV, which... sentimental, sucks. My monitors, which I just got a new one as well. The biggest thing is the computer that's gone. Everything I've ever done on all my channels, all the things I was planning, all my writing. You can't plan for this. If a mic goes, you can replace a microphone. If your speakers go, you can replace a speaker, but everything, that's too much. I have a 2-year-old nephew. Every video, every picture I've taken of him was on there. Holiday pictures mean a lot to me. I don't care about the keyboards, my controller, my headphones. Even my blue snowball, I brought that over. It's just a snowball, but it meant so much to me.
This really hit home for me because we were both at Insomnia. I don't know this guy, I've never talked to him, but knowing that he was at this event the same time I was, and his house was broken into, that's really scary. And as you can expect from an event happening that was this traumatic, he has become extremely paranoid. He does not want to leave his house.
Now I'm paranoid. Even though there's nothing else to lose, I'm scared to leave the house.
Now his friend did actually end up making a fundraiser for him. The goal was about £2,000. Already raised £18,000, which is stellar. It's just great to see how kind and generous people can be when someone gets screwed over like this. Once I saw the GoFundMe had actually raised its goal, I didn't really see much of a point in making a video on this because I feel like I'm jumping on something that, you know, has already been accomplished. The goal has obviously already exceeded what it wanted to get, so what's the point? Creeps did actually state in his video that a fundraiser was made, but the goal wasn't enough to cover everything that was stolen.
My friend was kind enough to make a GoFundMe, but I'm not putting too much hope into that. I can't rely on that. Even the GoFundMe is well under what I've lost. That's only just for the equipment to work. I lost at least many grand's worth of stuff. So I honestly, I bought the best things for YouTube.
And on top of that as well, he's going to say on Twitter that all the excess money he's getting, he's actually using that to fund his future safety. He can't afford to move house at the moment and move out the area, but he can use that to improve the security of his house. Even though he has exceeded the goal of his GoFundMe massively, if any of you could donate any money you have towards him, any spare change, anything, that would mean the world to him. I'm going to donate about $1,000 myself. Hopefully that'll help him move out of his area and get into a better house because, you know, security is great and all, but if someone wants to get in your house, they can. Alarms and that are usually for picking up the bits after. They can already run in, take your stuff and leave. You know, I see all these massive houses with CCTV set up everywhere, but If you put a hood on or a bandana, pretty much undetectable. In a case like this, I think prevention is the best remedy. So I'm hoping that enough money can be raised so creeps could look into investing in moving out. If stuff like this happens, where his confidence is destroyed and he doesn't feel comfortable leaving his own house, then there needs to be a resolution to it. If any of you don't want to, or you simply don't have any money to donate to this guy, that is totally fine. I can understand that. Honestly, if you were to just go onto his channel and leave some positive comments reassuring him, that would mean the world to him, because I know that if I was in a situation like this, just seeing people backing me up and supporting me would just mean the world to me. Because at the moment, this guy's at rock bottom and he needs our support. He needs everyone's support. And if we could come together as a community and help this guy out this rough patch, that would just be amazing. Like I said previously, I didn't even know this guy before this happened to him. I didn't watch his content. The only reason I heard about this is because some friends told me, and then I looked up, and yeah, it really shocked me because he went to the same event and he was pretty much there the same time I was. And I've gone back home. Everything's fine. Everything for me is intact. He went home, house broken into, and really precious stuff to him, money-wise and personally, was stolen. What people need to understand is YouTube is such an incredibly demanding job, and people usually develop like a workflow or a work ethic. And when something like this happens to you, because a lot of YouTubers, they work from home, when your own, I guess you could say, office is destroyed, stuff robbed, it messes with your workflow so much. It messes with your motivation, your mindset, just everything. Everything gets disrupted.
But I want to get Wednesday's video done, which, you know, Wednesday's the next upload day. I can class this as Sunday. That gives me 3 days to try and get sorted. I can't do it.
And again, I do understand that this fundraiser has already exceeded the original goal massively, but there was sentimental things taken, things that can't be replaced. They can't, no matter how much money you throw. That stuff, like, you know, valuable on the inside, if you know what I mean, that's never going to get replaced, no matter how much money. So all we can do for this guy now is show him some support, whether that be funding him for hopefully being able to move out, or upgrade his security to the point where his house becomes Fort Knox, or even going on his channel, just leaving him a nice comment so he can wake up and the anxiety filled in him right now will hopefully slowly trickle away, because his mind at the moment, it must be just working at 1,000 miles an hour. The thing is as well, this was my first time going to Insomnia, going to pretty much any major event. Now, if I finished Insomnia, which was a great experience by the way, and then went home and my house was like this, I would probably never go to an event again. I would be too riddled with anxiety to even do something like that, because your confidence would just be destroyed. You'd become pretty much an actual shell unless so much time passed where you're eventually able to cope with it. And by all of you supporting him, whether money-wise or just comments, that will help him recover quicker. There's no quick fix for a situation like this. It is incredibly traumatic, and I hope you can all understand that. But there are ways that he can be at ease, I guess, faster.
It's the worst timing as well, because I don't know if people have heard about the demonetization on YouTube. I've lost half my earnings, roughly. I've been working hard to get up to how things were.
As he also states in the video, I don't think this could have happened to him at a worse time, because as many of you know, with the quote-unquote adpocalypse at the moment, revenue for YouTubers has been absolutely decimated, cut in half, maybe even more for some people. And when that happens, you probably think, I've got to make more videos, I've just got to sit here, think of ideas, I've got to pump out content, I've got to put in 5 times the effort to pretty much get what I would have got normally a month ago. And obviously, after this event has happened to him, his workflow has been completely disrupted. Creeps, if you're watching this, I just want to say we have your full support. I hope you can get through this. It is incredibly traumatic. I understand that you want to abide to your work schedule with uploads, but if you need to take time off to climatize yourself with the situation, that is totally fine. Hopefully this GoFundMe money that people have generously donated to you will be enough to cover taking some time off, because you don't want to carry on working after something like this has happened, because you might even end up with a nervous breakdown. Obviously that's worst case scenario, but you know, when something like this happens, anxiety runs high. You need to do something to take your mind off it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to be leaving a link down below to the GoFundMe if you feel generous and want to donate any money. And if not, I'm going to link his channel in the description as well, so you can leave any kind of positive comments just to lighten up his day, because he's not in the best place at the moment, and I think we all need to come as a community together to support the guy. Thank you all for watching, guys, and stay safe. This video was sponsored by Burt's Bees.